G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing how Epic just actioned and banned sub customs. All the big streamers that have been running them, Saf, Zate, Stretch, Arkram, Epic Whale, Reet, Benji, Fishy, all these huge creators and pros just got reached out to by Epic and were told if they don't stop running sub customs, they will face the consequences. They could have their accounts banned and they could have their supported creator codes taken away from them, which of course they don't want that to happen. They have now stopped running sub customs, which is a huge deal for the community, and I'm going to address why. I also wanted to talk about an issue where a whole bunch of Fortnite and just other streamers in general are getting banned for something that you very well might be doing as well, so make sure you stick around to the end so I can explain exactly what that is, because some huge names are getting banned and it's something that you wouldn't expect for, that I guarantee a lot of people in the community could get banned for and lose everything. I already made an entire video on this, but in case you didn't see it, I'll just quickly summarize what's happened. Pretty much a bunch of pros realized they could run practice way better for the community and get way more benefit for themselves if they started running sub customs. Very simple system. You had to subscribe to the streamer to be able to play in their games. That then generated better games because only people who paid could play, so they were taking it more seriously. It generated a lot of money and a lot of viewership for the pros, and in the end, everyone was happy. You were getting over 1,000 people queuing into games that were relatively good practice. For open scrims, they were good. They had zone rules, which meant you couldn't shoot for a certain portion of the game, because again, there's open players, but a bunch of pros were playing in them. There was a bunch of content and they were pretty much running all day. Now, I did mention in my video, this has been against Epic's terms of service from the start. You are not allowed to run tournaments or games behind a pay to enter system. It's a free game. Epic don't want people profiting off their game if you're charging people to play in something that they are offering for free. That's basically where it's at. I'll touch on and show you exactly what the terms of service are later, because I don't know, there actually is a few holes in this. I'm not really sure this does directly apply to these pros as it stands, but either way, Epic has reached out to them. They've said that if you continue to do this, if you run this practice, you can face bans and having your supported creator code taken away. So obviously, all these pros have had to stop. Let's talk about how we got this announcement. How did the information break? Well, we had Zate make an announcement in the Discord saying, hey everyone, we got bad news yesterday and this is why scrims didn't run. Sub custom's been running for more than 2 years and was never a problem, but has always been against TOS. We were told that we wouldn't be allowed to keep running alpha scrims by Epic Games. We are currently trying to find a solution to replace what we had going. It is really sad because I know everyone enjoyed it and I enjoyed it too. We will keep you guys updated. So again, that sums up the situation pretty well. It's always been against Epic's terms of service, but people have still been running them for years, and Epic really never stepped in or did anything about it or said anything about it, but they've never been ran to this level, to this scale before. I said it in my last video, these are going to take over Fortnite practice, and they did. Every major region has a system where sub customs are running, and now that they're so popular in every region, people have gone looking for them. Benji Fishy went from having about 2,000 subs to over 10,000. That's an 8,000 sub increase on his Twitch. That is so much money. That is over $30,000 depending on Benji Fishy's sub split on Twitch. $30,000 in a week. That is just ridiculous money. So you can see why Epic Games isn't super happy about people doing this, but ultimately it was rewarding the players that already built up a big platform, had a good reputation in the community, who were offering a service that otherwise hasn't been offered. So I know there's open practice in different regions around the world. I get that. But when people have to play to access it, the games are better and people play better. And it wasn't like $100. It was $5 a month, which sometimes if you were playing trios, only one of your trio had to subscribe. So that's pretty much like a little over $1.50 a month. It's nothing insane, but again, I understand why Epic's against this, because it is in their terms of service and they don't want people to have to play. It just leaves this really weird gap in the market now where Open's practice is really going to struggle now. We have Mayhem shutting down, which again, I've already covered, which is the main program that people were able to use to score games, to score ladders without using Fortnite. It was a program that ran on your computer. It would count your kills, your placement, and it would give you a score. With that going away and sub customs going away, I have no idea how Open's practice is going to work now. There's going to be no way to guarantee players that play the games are going to play properly and actually increase the games. There are some people in the community like Monster Deface, like War Legends, which are looking to make a client that everyone can use. But if that doesn't come out quickly, we're going to struggle. We've gone from having practice that was generating thousands of people playing a day to now nothing. All the practice is stopped in every region. Benji Fishy got the same message. So did all the guys in High IQ, Arkham, Epic Whale, Reek. They've all been told they have to stop. And I don't think we're going to get an official public statement from Epic Games. This is just coming from the players' mouths themselves, but I can't see them going back on this. So let's just look at the actual terms of service and what is the ruling. Because again, I'm not even sure it's so clear. If you go to Epic Games terms of service and you go down to qualification criteria for events, number 2, and you go down to the bottom point, you do not restrict or gate participation in or viewing of the event behind paid ticketing or entry fees, paid subscriptions / follows, or any other player purchase requirements. Now, this has always been a rule, and that's why people like involved in War Legends that have been sanctioned, ran events, same with DreamHack who've teed off all this stuff, they haven't been super happy about these sub-customs, because even though I believe this was made to kind of, function towards tournaments, practice also it counts as well, because drawing the distinction between what's practice and what's tournaments is kind of hard, especially when these pros were giving out money for people who won certain games and stuff like that. At that point, it's basically a tournament. So you can see clear writing, it's against terms of service. And that's like Zate said, it's always been like that, but people have been running them for years. It's only when the whole community and some of the biggest figures in the business, like Benji Fishy, Zate, who started generating tens of thousands of dollars, that it really got this much attention, where Epic has now stepped in. And they've only just been back in the office for a couple days since their Christmas break. So you can see this was a huge priority for them. And I don't see it shifting. Usually my videos, I like to talk about some kind of a solution, some kind of, positive, some happy. There's nothing. There is no way that sub-customs are coming back, because again, pros aren't going to want to run them. They risk getting banned, which is going to kill their whole career, or they risk losing their supporter creator codes, which is usually quite a big amount of revenue for a lot of these guys. So maybe if someone steps into the scene who doesn't have anything to lose starts running them, but again, I don't really know how that's going to go. All it means is, again, Opens practice is massively going to struggle. We're going back into tournaments, but we only have one cash cup every second week at the moment. Then we have LTMs and this bragging rights tournament. I just watched the bragging rights tournament today on my stream. It wasn't the greatest game quality. It wasn't really practice. I guess it's W key practice, but other than that, scrims are going to struggle a little bit here, and I want to see how these guys bounce back. Also, a lot of people have subscribed to these streamers now, only gotten to play the games for a couple days or a week, and they're now gone. And I highly doubt the pros or the content creators are going to refund them, because going through that process is so ridiculously hard. But again, people in the community are still arguing it's not a tournament, it's not an event, but I just don't think that applies here. Epic Games aren't going to budge on this one. You can see why they wouldn't like this from the get-go, but for me, I was kind of in the boat of all's well that ends well. People get good practice. Yeah, the pros are making a good chunk of money, but they're providing a service that people clearly want. But you guys wanted my opinion on it. That's basically it. Sub-customs are gone. All right, now let's talk about why a whole bunch of Twitch streamers are getting banned and why you guys really need to be careful to make sure you haven't done the same thing. If you missed out, the reason why I'm talking about this that really brought it to my attention was when Advyth, and I feel bad if I say his name wrong, Advyth, who is, really jumped up in popularity recently, has gotten a whole bunch of attention, negative or positive. He was one of the main guys that was involved in the whole Marzo W drama, people saying that he's trying to expose him because they were both rushing for arena points. That's neither here nor there. They had a bunch of drama, but either way, Advyth has been blowing up on streams. He's started averaging a few hundred up to 500 viewers per stream, and it's easy to see why. The guy has 200,000 arena points. He's pretty much doing exactly what Mars did. Well, his account was just permanently deleted, not just banned, deleted. Clips are gone, subscribers are gone. He can't subscribe to other people now. All his followers, everything is gone. And it's because he made the account when he was under 13. Despite him now being, I think, 15 or 16, being well and truly over the age of 13, because they found out that he made the account before 13, they have to delete it. And this is happening to lots of other streamers as well. There's lots of other people in the community that have had their accounts permanently banned. You have the Xset signed content creator Fluctra, and you have LG Max as well, Max GG's, both getting permanently banned. And Fluctra just got accepted to partnership. They gave her partner before then realizing that she made her account before 13, then perma-banned it. So they're making no exceptions. It doesn't matter who you are. unless you're Highsky, but I'll talk about that in a second. Pretty much doesn't matter who you are. If you made your account before 13, you're gonna get permabanned. It's insane. Like, I don't understand what's going on with this, but apparently Advyth in his YouTube video was talking about this whole situation, and he mentioned how it's actually illegal for Twitch to have people who made their account under 13 now streaming. I didn't look into that too much because I can't really find where that is, whether it's like an American law, I don't really know, but that would explain why they're taking it so seriously. Because the advice I'm gonna give you is, if you're on an account right now and you are streaming at all, even if you have a few hundred, few thousand, 10,000, 100,000 followers, you need to look into making a new account. If you make a new account now, this rule doesn't apply to you. Even though you're the same person, you're streaming the same stuff, because the account was now made after you were 13, you're okay. And the part that's really confused Advyth and a lot of these streamers like Fluctro who got given partner, when you go through affiliate, you give in your social security number. You give them your details. They could very easily verify that you're not over the age of 13 when you made the account, but they're now retroactively going back and banning them. And like unfortunately has happened to Advyth here, it looks like they do it when you start to get attention. It's because he started averaging 500 plus viewers and maybe he started pushing for partner. They've looked into it and they've just banned it. He has no extra reason. He got no reasoning other than that. He doesn't get any word. He's emailed them trying to get his account back and nothing's really come of it. He has another Twitch account, but even in his video, he said, I'm not going to be streaming on it because I also made that when I was under 13. They might go ban that. And if I make a new Twitch account, they could then ban it because I'm a banned Twitch streamer trying to stream. So he's in a rough situation and I feel for the guy. He's uploading on his YouTube, and again, if you want to show some support as well, check out his YouTube. The link will be in the description down below. Like I said, he's got 200,000 arena points. He's making videos grinding that out as well. So please go show him some support, because I know, again, some drama with Mars in the past. I'm not getting involved in that. All I know is this guy has been grinding his heart out for streaming and just got it taken away for what seems like the dumbest reason ever. But again, my warning to you, you can't avoid it. If you made your account under 13, you need to go make a new one. Now, I mentioned the Highsky situation. If you didn't follow this one, this is where it's confusing, because I don't know if it could be illegal, because now Twitch is going back on what they're doing, because as you guys know, Highsky, who was signed to FaZe, it's Highsky, he obviously had run into a whole bunch of drama. He was one of the highest profile people to get banned because he was streaming underage, but he got banned when he was streaming when he was under 13 and people found out. So he made his account obviously before he was 13 because he was live before he was 13, but he's now been unbanned. He's over 13 and now he's streaming on that same account. Didn't lose his followers, didn't lose all his subscribers, didn't have everything wiped like Advyth did. So this confuses me. I get that maybe you need to police this rule for people who are under 13, because again, I don't believe you should be streaming under 13. It's, you know, it's pretty stressful. It puts you in a contact with a lot of people that you probably shouldn't be, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just not safe. But once you're over 13, once you start to get older, like Advyth, it should be fine. Who cares when you made the account, especially when you made the account, but you didn't stream on it, you just had the account. But then someone like Highsky, who made the account, streamed on it, lied about his age, is now above 13, and they've just given him his account back. Like, obviously it's something to do with FaZe, it's something to do with clout, but I don't really think that's fair at all. Clearly there can't be any massive laws making Twitch do this if they can just make exceptions for bigger streamers. I should also make this clear, obviously this is no hate towards Highsky. I don't think Highsky should be banned, and I'm happy his account didn't get deleted because he is now following the rules, but I don't understand why someone who is following the rules has their account banned, because in the past they weren't following the rules, but the person who had the account before they were 13 and is now following the rules is somehow different. Just wanted to make that clear. Alright guys, that does it for another video. I really hope you're liking the news stuff. I hope I'm keeping you up to date with not just competitive stuff, but other things going on in the community, and you like that as well. If you do, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below if this is the kind of content you want to see. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.